Photoshop recently added 3 new layer adjustments that is a game changer. In this video, I'm going to walk you through all 3 of them: color and vibrance, clarity and dehaze, and then the grain layer adjustments. And this is coming up. Hi everybody, Innocent here and welcome to the channel. Over here we make videos like this. If that is something that sounds like you're interested, kindly consider subscribing. So I'm currently using Photoshop 2026 version 27.3.1. Maybe by the time you are watching this video there is a new update. But if you open your Photoshop and then you go to your create new fill adjustment over here, you can see from these options that Photoshop has added 3 new adjustment layers. And just in case you have no idea, for some of these things at first you'd have to go to image adjustment before you can find vibrance, or you go to filter, camera raw filter before you're able to get access to temperature and tint, and then clarity and dehaze. But this time you are having all of them as layer adjustment. So let's take a look at the first one, color and vibrance, and how it works. So because this is a layer adjustment, the moment you click on it, you're going to have these ones here very accessible. So that means now you can adjust your temperature. For instance, this image, let's say the temperature is too high, so you're going to decrease your temperature, you increase your tint a little bit, and then you can increase your vibrance slightly like that. They even added a saturation. Okay, so you can even increase your saturation slightly. Now this is the before and this is the after. Super simple, right? At first, before you could do this, you would have to go to filter, camera raw filter, and then you can do the adjustments there. But now it's super simple over here. Now because this is a layer adjustment, you get the opportunity to use layer mask as well. So for instance, if you want to apply this effect, these changes that we did only to the skin and not the entire, all that you can do is you can select your mask over here, press Ctrl and then I, and it is going to invert the mask. You then go to choose your brush tool, make sure your foreground color is white, and then you can decrease your brush size and then just paint over the face only, maybe part of the neck and then the hands, right? So this is entirely going to affect only the face. If you zoom in here, you can see that this affects only the face and not the entire image. I think this one looks good. This is the before and this is the after. Now here's how you can easily use it in your designs or anything that you are doing. For instance, if I want to apply just vibrance to the background of this image, I can easily select color and vibrance over here and I can increase the vibrance of this image, right? So you can see it clearly over here. If it's the temperature that I want to decrease or increase it, I can also do it for flyers, tutorials, and other things as well. And then you can change your tint. It gives you more flexibility. Instead of at first, you'd have to use the hue and saturation, which applies to the entire flyer or the entire image that you are working on. So let me turn this one off. The next thing that we are looking at is the clarity and the haze. For those of you who have been using camera raw filter, you know that you go to camera raw filter and then you can apply some clarity over here if you want your image to look more clear. Okay, if the image is a bit blurry, you can increase the clarity to make it more clear. Okay, and then you can apply grain over here, which we will talk about very soon. But now you have it in your adjustment, so you don't need to go to camera filter anymore. So you go to clarity and dehaze, and let's zoom in. You can increase the clarity from here. Okay, and dehaze it, but dehaze doesn't really work on humans. Okay, so mostly is the clarity if you want your image to look a little more good. I just wish that hopefully in the future they will bring the texture and the noise. I was reading comments and somebody said that they should just make it a panel, because sometimes it's too stressful having to go to filter and then camera raw filter, but having it over here makes it really good. Sometimes you just want it on the attire, right? So clarity, because sometimes if you increase it too much, it affects the skin, but the attire looks really good. So that is when you can use your mask over here. So select your mask, Ctrl+I, you invert it, and then you can brush this part off. Okay, you just want the attire and those areas to be more clearer instead of the face. Maybe the face looks already good for you, so this is what we have. If you turn it off, you can see the improvement over here, right? So you can clearly do that as well. There are other instances where you have to dehaze. Okay, so this image right here, from pixels, you can instantly apply your clarity and dehaze, and then you can increase your dehaze a little more like that. increase your clarity. And the cool part is because this is a layer adjustment, you can easily blend 2 or more of these features. Okay, so you can also add vibrance, and if you want to decrease your temperature slightly, you can do that right from there. Or if you want to add your vibrance to it, you can easily do that also right from there. Now let's go back to our first image. The third layer adjustment that we are looking at is grain. Obviously these days, one way to make your works look super good is using grains, and at first you would have to create a whole lot of layers, or again you resort to the camera raw filter, but Photoshop just made it easier. If you go to your layer adjustments and then you add grain, you can easily add grain or increase the amount here, slight touch of green onto the face of the model, right, to make it look very cinematic. You can as well control the size. You can increase it if you want to, so you control the size, control the roughness. If you want it to be very rough, you can play along with it, right, so that the image doesn't look way flat, especially if you go to filter and reduce the noise. So you can play with this as well, which is super simple and super cool. So now if you turn on this layer adjustment, you can select the 3, group it, and if you, let's zoom in, if you turn it off, so this was the before and this is the after. What do you think? But it's not only images. For instance, I have this flyer over here that I created recently. If you go to this artboard, and on top of that, we want to apply a bit of green onto it. So we select our create new fill adjustment, and then we add green over here, and you can increase your amount slightly. We don't want it too much. Okay, so the roughness is going to be somewhere like that. Let's increase the amount slightly. No, I think it's so somewhere like this would be fine. So this is the before and this is the after. If you zoom out, you can see that very clearly. So you can apply this on your flyers as well. So this is another flyer. You can easily apply your green on it, increase the amount slightly. You can see the effect clearly over here. So if you turn it off, you can see right now. You don't need to group all of these. Go to filter and camera raw and add your green. But the truth is, there is a clear difference between this one and the one in camera raw filters, which I'll be talking about in the next video where I cover the other updates as well. So make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss that out. So basically that's it, the 3 new adjustment layers that has been added to Photoshop. Which one is your favorite? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget that you need to update before you get access to all of these things. I'll be gaining value out of this video. If you did, subscribe to the channel will be so very much appreciated. Thank you so much for sticking around to watch this video. I'll see you guys in the next video. It's Innocent here, and bye.